Let me ask you something. When was the last time you opened your banking app and felt completely calm? No panic? No, "Oh no, how did I spend that much?" Just steady confidence that your money was doing what it was supposed to do. For most people, money feels like chaos. It slips through your fingers, bills sneak up out of nowhere, and even when you try to get organized, the system never sticks. You budget 1 month, then forget the next. You save for a few weeks, then a big expense wipes it out. You invest a little, but then you second-guess yourself and pull it back out. I've been there. I used to feel like money was this wild animal I couldn't tame. But over the years, I built a system, a simple, repeatable flow that finally gave me control. And it wasn't about spreadsheets with 52 categories or living like a monk. It was about creating a rhythm for my money so I didn't have to think about it every day. Today, I'm going to show you my entire financial system, how I budget, how I invest, and how I use automation to make sure it all runs smoothly. This isn't theory, it's what I actually do. And if you stick with me, by the end you'll see how you can build your own version of this system, no matter where you're starting. Step 1. Budgeting, without feeling trapped. Let's start with budgeting. And let me say this up front. I used to hate budgets. Every time I tried, I felt like I was punishing myself. I'd list out categories: groceries, gas, entertainment, and halfway through the month, I'd be way over in one, under in another, and guilty about it all. Then I realized something. The best budget is not about tracking every penny. It's about telling your money where to go ahead of time and giving yourself permission to spend guilt-free once it's there. So here's how I do it. The 50-30-20 rule. Simplified. I keep my budget broad and simple. 50% for needs. Rent, utilities, groceries, transportation. 30% for wants. Eating out, trips, shopping, fun. 20% for savings and investments. This system is flexible. Some months my wants are lower because I'm traveling less. Some months they're higher. But the point is, I'm not obsessing over whether I spent $12 more on coffee than I planned. I know the boundaries, and within them, I'm free. The guilt-free money. Bucket one thing that changed everything was setting up a fun money account. Every month, a set amount transfers in. That's my guilt-free money. If I blow it on takeout, concert tickets, or a random gadget, no problem. It's built into the plan. This stopped the cycle of feeling guilty every time I treated myself. And here's the funny part. Once I had that freedom, I didn't even overspend as much. Step 2. Saving and safety nets. Okay, so budgeting gives me structure. But the next step is protecting myself, because life has a way of throwing curveballs. The emergency fund. The very first piece of my system was an emergency fund. Nothing fancy, just a savings account with 3 months of expenses. Why? Because without it, every unexpected expense would have derailed me. A car repair used to mean dipping into credit cards. Now it just means moving money from the emergency fund. No panic. Short-term goals. I also keep a separate savings bucket for short-term goals. Vacations, new furniture, gifts. That way, I'm not scrambling when those things come up. I use a simple high-yield savings account and set up automatic transfers every payday. Out of sight, out of mind. Here's the key. I don't wait to see what's left over at the end of the month to save. I save first, then spend what's left. That mindset shift alone changed my entire financial life. Step 3. Investing, the wealth builder. Now for the fun part, investing. This is where your money stops just sitting there and starts working for you. But before I explain how I invest, let me share a quick story. When I was in my early 20s, I put $500 into a random stock because a friend said it was about to explode. Spoiler, it did not explode. It fizzled. I lost half my money in weeks. I was crushed. For a while, I thought investing was just gambling. Then I learned about index funds. Instead of betting on one company, you spread your money across hundreds, even thousands. Suddenly, investing wasn't about luck. It was about time. My core strategy. I keep my investments ridiculously simple. Retirement accounts. First, 401k through work, especially for the employer match. Then a Roth IRA. Index funds and ETFs. I stick mostly to broad market funds like the S&P 500. It's boring, but it works. Consistency over timing. I don't try to time the market. I just put money in every month no matter what the headlines say. A real example. When I first set up my Roth IRA, I started with $100 a month. That didn't feel like much. But over the years, it's grown into tens of thousands. Not because I picked the right stock, but because I stuck with it. Here's the secret. It's not about how smart you are. It's about how consistent you are. Step 4. Automation, the secret sauce. Now, here's where it all ties together. Budgeting, saving, and investing are powerful, but if you rely on willpower, you'll eventually slip. The secret is automation. Here's what my conveyor belt looks like. 1. Paycheck arrives. 2. Automatic transfers move money into savings buckets, emergency fund, short-term goals. 3. Automatic transfers invest into my Roth IRA and brokerage account. 4. Whatever's left stays in checking for bills and spending. That's it. The money is already where it should be before I even think about spending. And the crazy thing? After a few months, I didn't even notice. It just became normal. Why it works. Automation takes emotions out of the picture. You're not deciding every month whether to save or invest. You already did the hard part once, setting it up. One of my friends, Anna, used to struggle with saving. She'd promise herself she'd transfer money at the end of the month, but by then, it was gone. Once she set up an automatic transfer for payday, she finally started building a savings cushion. It felt effortless. Step 5. Reviewing and tweaking. Here's the last piece. I don't just set it and forget it forever. Once every 3 months, I sit down with my money. I open my accounts, check balances, and ask, does this still work for me? If I got a raise, I bump up my savings rate. If my spending patterns changed, I adjust categories. But it's not stressful. It's like a quick tune-up. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is momentum. What this system feels like in real life. Let me paint you a picture of how this actually plays out in my day-to-day life. Last month, my car needed new tires. Old me would have freaked out. New me just dipped into my car maintenance savings bucket. Stress level, 0. The big mindset shift. Here's the biggest shift this system gave me. Money went from being a source of stress to a source of freedom. I stopped feeling guilty every time I spent. I stopped second-guessing every financial decision. I stopped feeling like I was behind. Instead, I started feeling confident. I knew my bills were covered, my savings were growing, and my future was being built every single month, even if I wasn't thinking about it. And that calm, that's priceless. So that's my entire financial system. A simple budget, clear savings buckets, consistent investing, and automation tying it all together. No spreadsheets with 200 line items. No chasing the hottest stock. Just a system that works because it's simple enough to stick with. Imagine a year from now, your emergency fund is solid, your investments have grown, your bills are on autopilot, and you actually enjoy spending on the things you love, without guilt. That's what a system gives you. So here's my challenge. Start building yours today. Pick one piece, budgeting, saving, investing, or automation, and set it up. Don't wait for the perfect time. The perfect time is now. And if this breakdown helped you and you want more real, practical guides to money without all the jargon, make sure to subscribe. Let's build financial systems that actually make life better.